very excited to introduce Dr. Supriya here. I think Dr. Supriya and I go back to when IWD was founded. It's been a years long relationship. I have seen her grow so beautifully. Not only is she an amazing dentist that my kids love, so I trust her with my bachas. And both of them got their cleaning done and came out smiling, which is super amazing. She is also my first interaction with her was the casting. So that's how I actually initially met her. She's done a cast for my husband's 40th birthday, which is a keepsake, which is a treasure for us. And not only this, I think she's family basically now. Though it is like a relationship we've had for years. I know her family. She knows my kids, all of that. But I think what I'm amazed, I have to tell you, is um, the multiple things she does. So instead of asking Dr. Supriya to give us dental tips, I thought let's talk about work life and kids with her and how she manages all. And there might be some learnings for all of us to take away, because not only has she managed to have a baby in the last few years, and a boy who's super active, she's also managed to gain a lot of weight and then lose a lot of weight and still continue with her practice at one of the premier hospitals in Dubai, in parallel continuing her personal passion of doing castings and keepsakes. So that is Dr. Supriya for all of us. Lots of love to you. Thank you so much on behalf of IWD for doing this session. I am looking forward to what we'll be talking about. All over to you. Take it over.
Thank you so much, Rima. Although you said not to dig too much into dental, but once a dentist, always a dentist, I would definitely give up a few dental tips, because I see how daily in and out people are making those small mistakes, which are, which they said that I wish I knew. I wish somebody knew, because our lifestyles have changed, but our books unfortunately remain the same 20, 30, 40 years back. So it's not really taught, but there are lots of new researches coming, interesting ones, which I wanted to share today. Hi, Pinas. So thank you so much. I think the feeling is mutual. Rima is family. All these people here, lovely, lovely smiles. They are all family now. And it's a pleasure. It has been quite a journey. I had not decided on being an artist. 10 years back, if you would have asked me, I would not have believed myself that I would have a parallel profession, two professions at a time. I'm a very lazy person by heart. If you give me a side of the couch, I wouldn't move for the entire day. So I'm that kind of person. So having two professions, two kids, and managing in two different countries was not my forte, but here we are, and Rima definitely plays a huge role in that. And since I'm here, let us start quick. So I finish up the slides and then we have a nice time to chit chat. So today's session is on life in sync, how I sync, which I don't think I do much. It's just like I dodge each ball that comes my way. So there's nothing much that I do different, but I've just shared a few tidbits which will help me, and I hope it helps somebody in the long run. Oh, Nisha is here on and off. Thank you so much, Nisha. It's so nice to see you here. Press PPT, if somebody can get me the next slide, please. So for me, life isn't about perfect balance. I think that is very strong. That comes very strong to me. I do not wait for absolute perfect and the time should be right. Everything should be right. It's just about life in sync. Everything is syncing together. We are going forward. Let's do it. And then my passion, casting, met my profession, dentistry, and then my purpose is family. These three things, these three are the three bigger pillars of my life. And I don't believe in superwoman kind of thing, superwoman reality check. I have it all together. You know what we want to have, we want everything together. Our family life should go perfect. Our kids should always be the A graders in their classes, and they should do good in their extra curriculum also, and my business should go fine. My dentistry should be the perfect. I should be the best one when they take the name. That is somehow, I feel that is a myth for me. I'll do my best and I'll leave the rest. That is how life has been for me. For each their own, but I think my mental peace I find there when I do my best and I leave the rest. I do not want to be a superwoman and do the best in everything. So if somebody is opting for a parallel profession or two professions at a time, my friendly advice is do not wait for the perfection of one thing. Just go, just enjoy the process and go with it. Next slide, please. If I see a few people who might not be knowing me, I am Dr. Supriya Chauhan. I am an aesthetic dentist with implant privilege. I have a privileged license here. And I am also a professional celebrity caster with 20 years of casting in Dubai. So casting is basically replicating any part of your body in any material. You tell that you want your entire body in gold, I can cast that. You tell me to do it in stainless steel, I can do that. In stone, I can do that. In resin or in glass, I can any part of the body. So there, that is my basic education and the skills. We learn it because we have to do a lot of maxillofacial processes for the cancer patient who lose a part of the body due to accidents or cancers. So we replace them, the nose, the ears, the eyes, the jaws. That is where our learning and the skill was. And then I always had a very artistic family. My grandfather is an artist, he has won so many awards, and my mom is also an award winning artist, to a point where she used to paint and people used to take her painting and keep it in their homes, or even participate in some painting competitions and put her paintings there. So she has been the painter. And I remember whenever we would come back from school, we would always smell that nice oil paint at home, because she'd be always painting one board, and one painting used to go for months together. So those little shades, the primers, the varnishes, the coats, how many coat, when is the coat dry enough, what to do in a humidity, what to do in rainy season, what to do in a summer, how do colors not fade. All that somehow came very naturally to me. I did not even know, but she was conducting those classes for me all this while. So having a strong background of not professional, but a regular watch and learn kind of painting, and also the professional dentistry, I combine these two, and here I am. This picture is the first time when I made here. You'll be surprised, I got a call at 9 p.m. saying, please come over for 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. Iftar time, suhoor time, and we have a casting for you for Alejandra. I had no idea whom they were talking about, and they said, you come to this place, and her highness herself wants to play with Alejandra, and she wants her hand cast with the ball with her signature engraved as a gift. So I said, I don't know. I thought it's a fail call because 9 p.m., right? I was just packing up and going to sleep. But then my husband just came in at that time, and he said, it's okay. We'll go for a drive. We never go out otherwise. We went, and then I found that it was a huge ceremony where Gulf News was there, so many medias, everybody were there. And I was hardly 400, 500 followers at that time. So it was not something that was very common. I was not a common name at any community, be it Indian community. Even my building people did not know I did it. But at that time, they all liked it. I don't know from where they saw it. But if somebody has to build up a business here, I would say your Instagram is everything you need to start with. Build up on your Instagram, build up on your network. People are watching much more than you know. So once you have an USP and once you put it out there, uh, take your chances, take one day at a time. It is a beautiful journey in Dubai. Dubai is a land of opportunities, and I am myself amazed each day. Next slide, please. Uh, Post pregnancy, weight loss was one of my major, I would say, booster, which made me realize that I am capable of much more than I think I am. I gained around 35 kgs in after my first pregnancy, and around 20 something after my second. So to lose that weight at once and then twice, it was a very, I think, one of the toughest thing. And whenever there is a tough challenge in front of me, I think if I could do that, I can definitely take this up. It is no easy to lose weight. But having said that, I would say the only thing that worked for me was a trainer. After my first pregnancy, I kept thinking that I will do it. I'll go more to the gym. I'll eat less. I would be consistent for a few days and then not. And then some weddings, some parties, and it never happened. And kids are small, so we'd prioritize them. After 3 years, I met a trainer who then told me that leave everything, come consistently. She was very expensive. It was a hole on my pocket. And I said that this is not something that I'm looking for right now. This is not something that I can afford right now. But after a while, I gave it a thought and I said that I have tried everything else. And I'm 30 kgs more than what my body weight should be. Why not give this a try? So I tried her. She used to come 5 times in a week, then 4 times in a week, then 3 times in a week. It was consistency and her belief in me that you can do it. And she never sent me to a point where I could not come back and not work. I was never sore. Initial days, yes. First week, yes. After that, I was never sore. And I told her that I'm not much into treadmills, I'm not much into jumping and hopping. Is there something basic that we can do, because I do not want to injure myself? These are the exercises that we did daily. Even when she was not with me, I did these. So these pelvic lifts, walk, planks, the core exercises, which are so important. It is not those bicep curls or the heavy treadmill jogging that helped me. It was mostly the core exercises, planks, lunges. So I would say, if there is anybody who is not happy with where they are with their weight and exercise, hire a trainer. You might have to change a few, but hire them. If you're happy where you are, good enough. But if you're not happy and you feel you can do better, and you want to change, hire a good nutritionist, hire a good trainer. They are an investment for your own body. They are not expensive. Having said that, finding a right one is a trick here, because I changed after she left. She moved to the other country, and then I had to change to a few others, and then I realized that it's not sinking in. Maybe they're getting me overtired. Somebody is not teaching me warm up more, they're in a rush, so they'd skip the warm up, they'll do the main exercise and then go. So I'll come back sore, and then I don't have the stamina to do so much work. That is not what exercise should do to you. Exercise should leave you motivated and not tired and exhausted with sore muscles that you cannot work. Initial days, yes, it will pain. For anybody it will, because you have not exercised for so long. But if on a regular basis also you're facing that, you're not improvising, you're just getting sore and coming back, please seek for some other help. And I'd like to take her name here, Vanessa. I'm not sure she's here. She's about to join also. She was godsend. After my second delivery, also throughout my second pregnancy, I was so confident that Vanessa is there. I do not have to worry about my weight gain, weight loss. I enjoyed my pregnancy throughout. And as she said that within 6 to 8 months you'd be back to your weight. I was, and I've been maintaining it for 3 years now. No worries, Pinas. Bye, dear. I've been maintaining it for a good 3 years now, but I think I'm happy because of these little things. I'm not being able to go to gym regularly, but the planks, the walk, the pelvic lifts, the squats, the lunges. There are two things, these Spider-Man walks and Superman lifts. If you can, maybe YouTube it and do it. The mountain climbing, Spider-Man walk, or the Superman lifts. Very easy to do and very effective once done consistently, because they engage the core so well. It was amazing how these simple exercises just changed my life. Next slide, please. Oh, also for exercising for the new mothers, I would say the kitchen counter shelf push-ups, just hold the kitchen counter. I hope it is nice marble granite and not the weak one. But just that much also, if you're doing, just to pick up anything that is convenient for you, but make it consistent. I cannot emphasize much on consistency. It is the consistency that matters. Parallel business, they say that 30% lesser chances of burnout is reported if you have a creative hobby. Women burn out more because we feel we should do it more. We don't want to take help, and we are loaded with so much work. There was a study which was very interesting. They said that if you have a creative hobby, it gets 30% lesser burnout. And I thought, why not make hobby a passion and a profession? And honestly speaking, I do not feel the burnout. I do not feel that I am at a loss at any place. I enjoy castings, and I enjoy dentistry as well. So a lot of people do ask me, why do you want to do two professions? Why can't you choose one and give your best? To which I say that if you're enjoying both, take it both. Take both with a stride. If there is one day that I do not enjoy dentistry, or one day that I feel that the casting is getting too much, then I'll think of other thing. But so far it's been 20 years, and just in love with both the sessions. So anything that is your hobby, start. If you want to start up a profession, see what is your niche, where your heart belongs. Talking about some uh, tips that helped me here in parallel business, there are these apps. If you want to try Grid, Story Art, Puzzle Star, InShot, Insta Edits, Canva, and Calendar. Calendar is your friend. Calendar is my best friend. The most used app, if somebody will ask me, it is the Calendar. Everything is blocked. Even the play date is blocked. I know that Sunday morning 9 a.m. I have a call from my father every Sunday. And Sunday morning 10 a.m. I have a coffee date with my daughter, and that is so strict that I will not change it for the world. So my calendar is very strict and I follow it. Saying no happens more than what I would want to, but I do say no a lot now, because I have to make sure that I am everywhere. My kids need me as much as my business needs me, as much as my main dentistry also requires. My parents need me also. So I think saying no is something that you have to learn. It doesn't sound very good, but it is what it is. If you have to put your feet into multiple shoes, saying no is your friend. Grid you must try once. There was a time when grid was quite famous, where all your grids you could design and you could preview where which post should I put first, which post should I put next, and it gives you some kind of templates where all the grid looks very beautiful. So if anybody into aesthetics, who are looking for aesthetics into their Instagram, grid is very good. Story art also, there are, and these are all free apps that I'm talking about. Story art also, if you saw my Ramadan thing, on the Ramadan, I remembered I have not put up a Ramadan post. I should put something. And I was trying to do something. I tried Gemini, I tried ChatGPT to modify, put on some background, put on something. It was just looking very fake. I went on Puzzle Star and thought, let me just try. Usually they have Christmas themes. I thought I'll just try if they have anything for Ramadan. They had this Ramadan thing. I put one photo. It looked, then I put second, and then I put third. Then I did not know which one to put on the Instagram. I put all the third. They looked so beautiful. I have more than 200K views on that, and so many messages came. My DM was full, hundreds of messages, and I'm not kidding about it. Aesthetics matter much more than we think it does. So puzzle story art is one of them. You can regular stories also, your dance reason. There are so many templates. There are animations which come for free. I quite enjoy story art. Also puzzle star also have a few templates. You just put on photo and it gives you the, you can select which one goes best for your profile. And if you want to put a review, you might want something else. So the grid looks so beautiful and it's so quick. If I sit for 2 hours, the entire month's schedule I can make and save it. So I just have to keep posting on that day. So Insta edits is new, but what I do not like in that is when you download that video, the music does not get downloaded. So then you cannot put it in other places. Like if you want to send the same thing on Facebook or on WhatsApp or on some others, this thing, Insta edits does not let you download the music along with it. Canva, we all know, and calendar. Yes, always keep a calendar. Do not underestimate the power of a calendar. If you have to go for a movie, put that on a calendar. Once that habit is inculcated, I think the world changes and everything is possible. It does not feel like a juggle anymore once you have it written and put up there. Time management is everything. There was a movie, Gupt. Has anybody seen that movie? Bobby Deol's movie, Gupt. In that, the password was everything is planned. And I was watching it with my friends, and I say this so often, everything is planned. They all looked at me and said, are you the murderer or something like that? Because it was a murder movie, and everything is planned was the password in that. But it is something that is driving me every day, and I find it so useful. Everything has to be planned. If it is not planned, like Rima said one of these days, and it just stayed with me, that if it is Monday and you are thinking what you have to do for the whole week, you're already late. It has to be planned before Monday begins. It has to be planned by Sunday, what you have to do the entire week. So, planning is everything. Sitting, but that does not come very easily to us because we always have 20 other things to do. So, taking out that kind of time, planning your whole months or whole weeks post, what you want to collaborate with, whom you want to, it always comes last minute. So taking out a me time, office time, for even if you're at home, taking out an office time that 10 to 11 is my office time, nobody disturbs. Plan out everything at that time. When you put it on the calendar, that 10 to 11, everything will fall into place. Everything falls into place for sure. Next slide, please. There's another question that a lot of people are that how do you get celebrity clients and how is it like to have celebrity clients? I have worked with Dr. Dentist of Shah Rukh Khan, Hrithik Roshan, Dr. Sandesh Maikar. He's in Mumbai. He's one of a very known dentist. dentist of Priyanka Chopra, all the hot shots, you name it, and he's the dentist. I remember I was working with him, and Jacqueline Fernandez called them. My veneers have turned yellow. We do something urgently, and she came in 3 o'clock at night, and he catered to her. So this is so I asked him at that point in time. I had a privilege of working with him, so to understand how celebrities are, how do you get those kind of patients, and what are their expectations, and how do you treat them? Why is it different than the regular patient? So there is something that again stayed with me. What he said, that I didn't. I asked him, so how did you start getting a celebrity? You have to start somewhere. Now you have Priyanka Chopra writing your recommendations, and Hrithik Roshan and Shah Rukh Khan coming and putting up video recommendations for you. Now you are established. But how did it start? Also, he was not. He is not an aesthetic dentist by profession, by degree. He's later on definitely he is one of the best aesthetic dentists we have. But in those days, that degree did not exist. So I asked him how that switch. So he said that during his initial days, he started flying business class, even though he didn't have the means to. He would put everything just to be in that crowd. And he says that, your network is your net worth. And whom you're networking with, you do not have to spend those 2 minutes, 5 minutes also in the people where you think your mind is not, they're not in line with your growth. So that is something that I really thought about, and I thought that it is not something I would do. Budget is important, finance is important, but still, that is something that a good food for thought. That once you surround yourself in that kind of community, once you exchange your numbers, talk to them, again meet them, again talk to them, again meet them, your name gets rubbed on their head. They are your patients, they are your clients. That is something that he believed in, and he has built up. His daughter is now a good dentist, and it is amazing to see how they are pulling along from nothing, from the scratch he started to. He's catering to all the celebs in Mumbai. So that is again one thing, that your network, whom you're meeting, put everything you have into your networking. I'm so glad that Indian Women Dubai is doing it for free. She's giving opportunities to meet the consulates, to ambassadors, to anyone she comes across. And this is a huge opportunity that we are getting for free. Back in time when Sir must have started, I'm talking 30, 40 years back, this kind of community services were not there. You were on your own. So now, once we have this kind of community, I think we can all help each other and grow together wherever we can. Just keep connecting each other. Everybody, one good idea you get at the middle of the night was that can benefit somebody. Write that message, type that message, send it to them. They do nothing with it, no problem. But at least you thought about it. So that is how networking is important, I feel. And I even bought his book. I was traveling one of these days, and his book I saw in the airport. I still have to read it. But it is interesting how he has had his journey. And networking, help out more than seeking help. Don't network to get something. Network to see where you can help. That's what even he said. I would go out with them and I would see what would they need and provide them with that, because sometimes their lifestyle does not revolve around these basic things which we can help them with. So he said, I always help them, and then once, twice, thrice, they knew my name the fourth time. Helped him. What I have learned with celebrity clients is there is a vault rule. They are very strict about privacy. Very, very strict about privacy. This photo I have taken with Her Highness Radhika Raje Gaikwad, the Queen of Baroda. This is the largest private residence in India, Lakshmi Vilas Palace, where she invited me to cast. This is her husband, and the two princesses hand cast, the Gaikwads. I went there, and there is, they usually have the 3-step rules. She has a personal assistant, and then there are 2 more under them. You have to take everybody's permission to even click one photo, which is professional. You can go and take a selfie and come back also if you have to. But this is what they appreciate, that you take their permission beforehand. They are also prepared beforehand, what they want to wear, how they want to look. They are very conscious of their appearance and the backdrop. So, you have to inform them firsthand. And if they say that, can you please not post, there is no other way that you can just put it on and then delete it. कि story में डाल देते हैं 24 घंटे में चला जाएगा. At least कुछ लोगों को तो पता चले. If they don't want it, they don't want it. And there is this white glove service that we call in the celebrity or even the locals here, that group. They buy the experience. They just don't buy your product. It is not the casting that they are paying for. They are paying for the whole experience. If they want you to wait for another 2 hours, you have to wait for another 2 hours. If they want you to come in a dress code, you have to go in a certain way. You have to be presentable. You have to be polite. You have to step back, allow them the time they need. So, the entire experience, you have to make them feel that, this is the best service there is in this entire world. So you have to show it. And also you have to have a USP. If I was just at a 400, 500 followers and still got a call from the royal families, it was because maybe they saw something unique there which they are not getting at just any other shop. So you could be doing what other 10 people are doing, but if you are not promoting your USP well on your social media, then you're missing out a huge side, a huge thing. So maybe promote your products or your services for 2 3 posts, and then fourth post has to be that USP reminder of a USP every 2 3 times in a month, that this is unique, this is not something that you'll get anywhere. That grabs their attention, and they are everywhere. Doesn't matter how many followers you have, how much reach you have. Consistently, if you are posting consistently, if you're doing work, it is good enough. And I could not post around 200 to 300 castings. I've not posted because they are all of the people who did not want to. They were ready to pay whatever I asked. They didn't even ask me how much it cost, but they just did not want me to even bring my phone inside because they were so scared I'll take some photos, some video. So, but once they know me and once they know that I'll not even post on the story, it's not because I don't want to, because I'm lazy. But now they think that it is my policy that I won't post at all. So now I'm one person after the other. The entire community knows me now. So they call me at all their this thing, and as lazy as I am, I don't even bother to take the photos. And if they're happy with my service and they are happy with the product, I think I'm happy. So if you're content with that, it helps. Once they find that greediness of one photo, one post, a little 2 minutes of fame, they just don't like it. They want you to behave as you would behave to any other person. Come naturally, come normally, come as a friend, behave. That is what from my celebrity clients I understood, and also from a few celebrity dentists, the few celebrity people, people who have worked in that fraternity, they all also believe in the same thing, that they just want a little peace of mind. They do not want the clutter, and they want a good experience, a peaceful experience at that. Next slide, please. So now I can't be far from dentistry. Here we are at the most boring thing on earth, the dental education. Please don't sleep. Few myths, very quick. Bleeding gums during pregnancy is normal. It is not. If you find anybody saying that, oh, abhi to pregnant hai, thode din bleeding hogi gums mein se, wo to hoti hai. 40 to 60% more chances of bleeding in pregnancy, yes, but you need a professional cleaning. Just brushing will not help. Tooth powders and charcoal toothpaste use karke, to my teeth have become so white. All of us have stopped using Colgates and all these toothpaste. We are just using the charcoal toothpaste. No, it is a very big abrasive. It is just going on abrading your teeth. In some time, your teeth will become sensitive. And the next thing, how mothers usually come and then pat on their kid's head and say, "Ye sugar hi khata raha tha pure din, isliye ho gaye sare daant kharab." Sugar is the cause of all the cavities. Yes, it is, but it is not the only cause of cavities. In today's time, I think the maximum causes of cavities I'm seeing is dehydration. You do not drink much water. We don't drink, our kids don't drink water, our parents don't drink water. So at all age group, the teens, they don't drink water, they don't want to have a water break. So your mouth is dry, your teeth are dry. Dry mouth is a cavities playground. You have allowed the place, you have prepared the playground for the cavities to come and play a football in it and eat up everything they have. So the major problem today, I feel, is dehydration. We are so used to sitting in ACs or controlled temperatures that we don't feel that thirst. We don't drink water. We do not understand that it's not just because you're not sweating that you do not need water. You need water to have that kind of saliva consistency to keep flushing on your teeth and not let anything stick on it. Next slide, please. So dental concerns across the ages, which I see along. For 0 to 2 years, nursing bottle decay. If you are seeing somebody sleeping with the bottle in the mouth, please tell them not to do that. That milk pools up in the mouth and cause caries. It is called as nursing bottle decay, nursing bottle caries. And I, as a mother of a super hyper, I don't know what is the word for that. Oh God, my son is all over the place. I know that to calm him down and put him to sleep, the easiest way is put a bottle in his mouth, just put him to sleep for now. But that leads to different difficult levels of problems. If I have to speak about budget, let me tell you that it is not unusual to have a dental treatment of 13,000 to 15,000 dirham for a small baby, because all their teeth are decayed. So that budget is insane. So you'd rather not give the bottle at night. If you feel that it is the only way they sleep, give them a sip of water to wash off whatever is there. Some kids also, if you give a sipper cup, would need, maybe they keep on taking a little bit of water. So just a water to flush that out should be sufficient. In 3 to 10 years, we mostly see mouth breathing, because there are so many teeth are coming in. Keeping the mouth closed is not something they like, so they keep it open. That dries the teeth even more. And there's something called the tiffin box cavity. All the lazy moms say hi. We like to have some quick snack which we do not have to cook early in the morning. You have to be very careful. Are they sticky carbohydrates? They should not be sticky carbohydrates. I know it is difficult and it's not my place. I'm not at a place to say don't give this, don't give that, because I myself am guilty as charged. But yes, we have to be cautious that we at least tell them that eat your apples. Give, if you're giving something sticky, there's something called as apple rinse. Give something fibrous to eat later. So tell them that you're eating this, eat this, but after this you have to eat your apple, you have to finish your pears, you have to finish your apple and come. So those fibers will remove that sticky thing from the tooth. So that helps. It is called as apple rinse. So any kind of fibrous fruit, if you're giving, tell them to finish that first and then have an apple rinse. That kind of fruit which will not let it stick. In teens, unfortunately, we see a lot of vape mouth, and they do not come back to the parent. Parents do not know that the kids are having vape, so they never know. But it's okay to not ask them if they're vaping or not. Observe if they're having dry mouth or not. So many cavities. If you find a teen who's going on complaining that my set of teeth are not good because of heredity, because I keep on getting cavities and it's not my fault, just the teeth are bad, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm brushing 5 times in a day, but still I get so many cavities. It's mostly because the mouth is dry. They just have to drink more water. They just have to drink the sufficient amount of water for that age, they'll be fine. So drinking water is the key here. Next slide, please. This is high altitude happy hour that I would want to talk. How many of us are regular flyers and we love to have that little drink or a cold drink, a Coca-Cola, something on the flight, on the lounge? No? Oh, lovely. I have a wonderful audience here. But if you are, somebody has to. Come on. It doesn't have to be a wine drink, but it can be a Coca-Cola.
Chai, chai. For me, chai.
चाय चाय तो नहीं यार, ये मैं बॉटल वाली बात I'll come to chai and coffee again. They are also
Wine,
they also dry the mouth. Yes.
wine.
वाइन वाले, रुको मैं अभी लिस्ट बता रही हूँ आपको. ये देखो, ये मैंने लिस्ट यहाँ डाली हुई है. ड्रिंक की चॉइस क्या होनी चाहिए when you are in the lounge? Gin, vodka, and then light beer, and then dry white wine is still okay. Avoid red wine and avoid, worst is the whiskey, Coca-Cola, and all the cocktails. They are the worst. So what happens is when you're in the lounge, there is a double drying thing. So lounge में भी आपने थोड़ा सा कुछ ले लिया और उसके बाद you go in the flight, you again have one drink. And the airplane cabins have less than 20% humidity. It is drier than Sahara Desert. Imagine how dry it is. You start feeling something, sometimes like picking your nose because something is drying, the mouth is dry. You start feeling, a lot of people start feeling very uneasy inside the flight. It is very, very sticky carbs. Yeah. So here I'm talking about drinks mostly in this slide. I am covering the sticky carbs also. So for every glass of alcohol that you drink, please take 2 glasses of water. I'm not saying do not enjoy your flight, but water. Just take care. Dr. Deepa, are you drinking water? You're such a good student. Please tell me there is water. So 2 glasses of water for every alcohol drink that you take, it serves the purpose. The next thing is have a hard cheese with wine. If you really have to take the wine, take that hard cheese. It neutralizes the wine's acid. The next is the ice strategy. Dilute your spirits, not your spirits, but your spirits, if you know what I mean. The lemon or the lime trap, keep it for the landing, not on the flights at high altitudes. That one hit of citric acid is even more damaging to your teeth. So please, all the lemon, lime drinks, lemonades, on the land, not on the flights. Also, the pre-flight brush, there is something very interesting study was held that a lot of people brush in the flight, especially for the long flights. So they want to have a wine and then have a brush and then go to sleep, because brushing and going to sleep is a pattern for a lot of us. So what happens there is the plaque does not get clean. It binds with the wine, and your teeth is not very clean if you you have your plaque and if you have your wine and then brush your teeth. So what is recommended is you brush your teeth at home and then go to the lounge and then go to the flight, have a wine, take a nice two glasses of water and go to sleep. So that plaque has to be clean before you have the wine. So it is a good practice. Impossible for me to practice, because at the time of leaving, I will remember those two things that I forgot to pack and forgot to pick up. So I cannot definitely go back and brush. But if you can, if you're going for long flights, it might as well help you. Next, please. So now again on the hormone tooth connection on the pregnancy, 40 to 60% of women experience bleeding gums. The morning sickness hack, just after vomiting, when the taste is bad, what do? We immediately brush to just get that nice fresh feel. But that that acidic thing has created such a eroded layer on your teeth. Your teeth are very sensitive. Do not erode it more, abrade it more by brushing it for 30 minutes. It is always said that just rinse your mouth with water and leave it for 30 minutes before brushing again. There is one more 30 minutes rule that I'd like to emphasize here, that a lot of us use mouthwash and toothbrushes together. Toothpaste करके फिर तुरंत mouthwash use कर लिया, या पहले mouthwash किया immediately, because once we are there in the bathroom, we want to get done with the dental cleaning and then go ahead with our sleeping, which does not work very well. There has to be 30 minutes of difference. जो भी आपको पहले करना है आप कर लीजिए. You do your mouthwash first or you do your brushing first. But there has to be 30 minutes difference. And the mother-baby transfer, thankfully, it's getting lesser and lesser with our generation. I don't think anybody here is much of a mouth-to-mouth kisser of the baby, but it was once upon a time a very big cause of infection transfers. And I would also like to point out about men. Men are the silent sufferers, we call them. First of all, they do very aggressive brushing. They actually damage their teeth. There are brushing marks on their teeth. And then there is something called as gym clench. They want to overweight and take up those weights. Also applies for a lot of ladies also. So that gym clench is also a thing. Then all your teeth get sensitive. It is better to have a night guard or a guard on your teeth when you are going for heavy building. Tobacco and vaping is bad. Yes, not my place to say that stop it. Why I have mentioned here is a lot of bleeding of the gums get masked because of tobacco and vaping. So we do not understand the extremity of the situation. It gets masked. So it is very important to drag them to a dental office, because they live on no pain, no problem fallacy. Jab pain hoga tab dekhenge. It's not paining, I'm not going to a dentist. They are more scared than we are. So, you have to literally drag them to a dental routine office and tell them that just get checked. If there is nothing wrong, we'll go back home. And they are the silent sufferers and need more attention. Next slide, please. The modern lifestyle changes, this applies to everyone. The phone scrolling snack, that biscuits that we were talking about. So if we should not have a habit of phone scroll करते करते जो snack हम लोग थोड़ा बहुत खाते हैं, it is not good for the teeth. The hydration metrics have to be followed very strictly. जितना पानी आपके age appropriate और gender wise आपको चाहिए उतना चाहिए. You have to drink water no matter you are in AC or winters or summers. You have to have water. The fresh start ritual, there is something which we say that every 3 months there should be a new brush. In January, in April, in July, and in October. So every 3 months take a new brush. Purana brush, it is rotating your plaque, it is just not cleaning it. So it is not working. If you have a brush which is 3 months old, throw it right now, please. The digital jaw and tech neck, there is something where you feel that these days people are more complaining ki click क्यों सुनाई देता है, and my neck, and this entire thing is paining, and the jaw joints are also paining. There is something called as N rest position. When you say N, your jaws are separated. That is the rest position of your jaw. So why, if you're doing something very aggressive and you don't know what to do, just say N. Your mouth will open at an apt space and you're not clenching anymore. Then there is this eye level rule that if you're scrolling, you should not be scrolling like this. It puts unnecessary tension on your joints. It should be at the eye level when you're having. दो चीज फायदा होती हैं. एक तो you can't hold your hand like this for so long, so you will stop scrolling. And the other thing is your joint is at a better position. So bring your phone to eye level as much as possible. And iced coffee, we used to call it acid bath because Dubai, it has been found that normally in Dubai cafes, women, especially if they are meeting, they take 4 hours or so to finish one coffee. They'll sit there, आराम से बात करते करते. Finish your coffee within 20 minutes. वो भी रूल आ गया. So I was thinking, where are we going? अभी कितनी देर में खाना खत्म करना है कि भी researches हो रहे हैं. But it is true. Iced coffees and these are acidic things. Finish it within 20 minutes. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं रखना है. For so long, your mouth pH has changed completely, and it is so it is ready for the bacterial attack basically. So erosion शुरू हो जाते हैं. Vape mouth, I already told you, the invisible dryness. We do not know what is happening, but dry क्यों है इतना? Vape की वजह से बहुत dry हो जाता है. Holiday and social sugars, not in our control. I would not say do not enjoy your holidays with those extra bites. But after holiday, there should be a checkup routine with a dentist. Healthy snack trap. Healthy snacks always have a binder. Either it is a date or something sticky. If it does not have something sticky, good enough. But if you think that you're chewing a lot of dates and all, you need to come every 6 months to the dentist and get it checked if it is affecting you in any way. And then the apple rinse that I just talked to you about. The regular fibers, the celery, the apples, chew on them at last. Make it the last thing that you're eating, so that at least if you're in a position in a meeting where you cannot just stand up and go to brush in the middle of the meeting, you take that bite, which is doing its purpose. That fibers are just displacing the stuck thing. One thing very useful, which we have been using, all of us have been using, Indians especially, is fennel seeds. Just keep a bit of it. It exaggerates a little bit of salivary flush also, and then the mouth, the fresh feeling plus the fibers are there to displace those sticky things. Very good thing to have. I think at our stage now, our kids are more conscious than what we were. So have a talk with them if they find who stinks, whose mouth stinks the most, and there might be a point where they say that I think mine stinks the most, and then you might want to tell them that you have to drink more water than what you're drinking right now, and give them a little bit of fennel seeds wrapped in something and tell them that just eat this when you feel that you're not confident enough. You have to have these talks because these kids are very conscious and they get bullied. We don't even know what happened, and they will not even come and share unless asked. So apple rinse is a good thing for the kids. Fennels. No worries, Gayatri. Bye. The next slide, please. The last tips, and then we are off. There's a 2-minute brushing rule. If you put a timer, I don't think any of us are brushing for more than 20-30 seconds. But it has to be 2 minutes at night. Morning, I understand the rush, but at night, 2 minutes. If you have flossing and brushing, floss before brushing, so the interdental areas are clean, and then when the fluoride comes, it goes in every crevice nicely. The tongue scraping, it's the 90% cause of the bad breath now. Tongue deposits are the 90% cause, so scraping it is a relief. And wait for 30 minutes. Wait for 30 minutes after vomiting. Wait for 30 minutes after eating. After eating, also do not immediately go and brush your teeth. You might have water, but not brushing immediately. After mouthwash, wait for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes of wait is a good thing. Electric is the king these days. There are a lot of electric brushes which has inbuilt timers, so you do not have to sit and wait for 2 minutes to finish your brushing. Take those brushes, put on a timer, it will beep, and you are good. Straws are your friend. If you're having cold coffee, iced teas, please use it with a straw so you do not pool your mouth with the entire thing. You are reducing the exposure of acid content. No phone holding by the shoulders. We don't do it, but we have always seen the two-wheeler drivers in India, holding the phone by the shoulder like this and then driving. It gives a very bad unilateral pressure on the joint here, the temporomandibular joint, and causes a lot of clicking and even arthritis of this joint. Vitamin D, we all, I think, our lifestyle does not, ironically, we are there in the land of sun, but we are not much exposed. So please get your vitamin D's checked. And dry mouth is our enemy. Carry water bottles, a very good habit. We do not realize when we are thirsty. Next slide, please. So last of all, I wanted to cover up on burnout, having two professions, having kids, managing things away from home, tackling so many other things. At one side, we are saying we are okay because we don't want our parents to be stressed. On the other side, we know that there is so much else, so many things that we do not know how to figure out. So the signs, we have to be very conscious of, are we facing these things? We are having constant exhaustion, frequent ailments, बार बार बीमार क्यों पड़ जा रहे हैं, नींद नहीं आ रही है, sleep disruption, self doubt, sense of failure, ये मेरे से ही नहीं हो रहा, बाकी तो सारे कर रहे हैं. The feeling trapped. Why am I trapped here? Why everybody is out of this place? The loss of motivation for weeks together. If you have seen a friend who's not posting, who was very good at posting, give a call. Irritation, anxiety, angry outbursts, more outbursts than ever. Outbursts, we all have outbursts, but is this the burnout level outburst? We have to be conscious. Pause. If anything happening, seek support. We have amazing counselors here in our group. Seek support and delegate the task. If you're not able to handle it, seek help. Ask somebody else to take care of certain things, and self-care is so important. Last slide, please. So this is my mail ID. Any concerns, dental problems for you, your family, anything casting related, more than happy to serve you. And that's my Instagram and my phone number if any of you need. I am on IWN anyways. Last slide. Thank you, Indian Women in Dubai, for this opportunity, for the lovely faces on a Thursday evening. Lovely to have you all here. You all actually stayed awake. So yay, I hope I didn't bore you much. So the floor is open. Please let me know if there is something new that you learned today. What was it? I would like to know.
Supriya, what we did not learn. You covered so many topics in those dentistry and normal life, and I resonated with so many topics that I can't tell you.
Thank you, Hiral
As
ji.
being a sweet lover, dental problem has always been my friend. So I understood.
No, don't hate sweets. When somebody comes and
No,
says,
no,
"Ke
I
meetha
don't. That's why I'm saying I
kha
love sweets and I can't. I only do workouts just so that I can have sweets and baked items. I
no,
can
for
leave
the
roti, I
meat
can
also,
leave rice.
तो ये मीठा खाता रहता है, बहुत बच्चे पिटते हैं मेरे क्लिनिक में, मीठा खाता रहता है, मना कर दिया था उसको चॉकलेट, मना कर दीजिए डॉक्टर को चॉकलेट नहीं खाना है. And I'm like, don't hate any kind of food. If you like it, you like
Right,
it. Just brush
right.
after that, or just give
Yes.
him that fennel, give him, you
Yeah.
learn how to go around it. They will stop eating it if you every time tell them go now brush it. उनको
वो
लगेगा
बहुत
oh,
बाद में सीखा हमने, पता है वो सब केयर करना बहुत बाद में, तो खाते गए पर जब प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट हुई तब लगा कि नहीं, देन आई शुड टेक केयर. And one point I resonated so much ki, as you said, na, celebrities and their privacy. I can't agree, 1000% agree with you. I mean, when I was in India, 40-50% clients were, I used to be the only one who used to go and do the shoots for Kiran
yes,
Nadar and Shiv Nadar. Shiv Nadar, if you Google, you will
yes,
understand.
yes,
And
of
Kapil
course.
Dev and all of their relatives. No photos you can see anywhere.
Yeah.
Just I have a very small tab in my highlight that is called named celeb. They do not like, and it doesn't necessarily has to be for social media. It is for you, and
Yeah.
they own the copyright, and they like privacy. So 50
Mm.
60% of my photos are not there also. Even if I want to post, I can't because they have purchased the copyright. So I resonate so many topics, and you described in such a beautiful way.
Thank you,
Very good.
Ankana. You're a
Thank you.
sweetheart.
Thank you
You're
so
so
much.
kind. Thank you so much.
Hi, Supriya.
Hey, Kara, how are
Thank you so
you?
much. It was so
Hey, Charlotte's
informative,
heart, I
very
saw.
nice.
Thank
I
you.
love the way that you said network is your net worth, which is so
Yes.
true. You know?
Yes.
And we are very lucky to know so many people in this group.
Best for the networking session we are sitting at. So
So I have a doubt. See, in Ayurveda and yoga, we talk of drinking warm water with lemon in the morning. You know?
yeah,
So would you suggest we drink it with a straw because it's acid
straw
for the teeth?
helps.
Or
Straw helps. If you can use a straw, straw is your friend. If you really do not want to, go your way. Squish it with water.
but there's always a
Rinse it with
tendency on the
water.
lemon, the acidity of the lemon hitting your teeth the first thing in the morning.
You can
Is it
just
good or
rinse
bad?
your water. Rinse with water. You're done. You don't have to just let that acid stay for long, is what I meant to say. Don't let the chocolate, that brownie, that biscuit stay for long. Eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want. If you can use a straw, even better. If you can't, just rinse it with one rinse, one water rinse, and you're sorted.
Okay.
Just even put it out if you don't want to drink it. Just one plain water. Give that bottle to the baby if they can't sleep, but just one sip of water before, 2 sips if necessary. Just make sure it's flushed out.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
yes, apple cider vinegar also I have seen, yes.